Hi, my name is Mason Honor. This is Lab 9, Activity 4, where we have a servo motor. What it does is it runs clockwise for 3 seconds, stops for 3 seconds, runs counterclockwise for 3 seconds, stops for 3 seconds, and then repeats the process indefinitely. I'm really proud of myself on this one, so I'm going to give a quick code explanation. So these wait functions, I'm using timer 0 on the Atmega 324PB, and for different times, 1.3 milliseconds, 1.5, 1.7, and then for the low, I'm using timer 1. So essentially what I did is I found out how much time each PWM cycle lasts, and I do X repetitions of that until it overlaps to 3 seconds of an operation. So for example, if we want to run the motor clockwise, we need a high of 1.3 milliseconds and a low of 20 milliseconds. That means each PWM cycle, 21.3 milliseconds have elapsed. Now to do that for 3 seconds, we need to do that approximately 141 times. So that's why I have this counter here, which is just a, an unsigned car variable. Then I do the same here, but 21.5, so I have to recalculate what the counter should be. And that's to stop the motor, then to run it counterclockwise, it's 1.7 millisecond delay. Here's the stop again, and then these are my delay functions. So for 1.3 milliseconds, 1.5 milliseconds, and 1.7 milliseconds, I'm using timer 0 in CTC mode, and I'm scaling it to 256. And since I'm using CTC mode, it counts up to a certain value. So these are my values here that the timer register is looking to compare against. And then for the 20 millisecond wait, I use timer 1 for 20 milliseconds. Since timer 1 has 16 bits instead of 8 bits for its timer register, there's actually 2 registers you have to preload the value into. I believe in C you can just say tcount 1 is equal to this difference here, but for the case of this lab and to solidify how it actually works in hardware, I have both the high and the low register defined. So in hex, C3, C0 is approximately this value, right? I believe it's like, let's see here. Yeah, like 25,536. And then, I'm using timer 1 set to normal mode, and I'm starting the timer with the prescale set to 8. I'm waiting for the overflow, but here I'm waiting for the comparison bit. All right, and that's my lab. Thank you. I love you too. Bye.